Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is still Saturday, November 8th, 2025, back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And this is a warning. And it's up to y'all to listen. Take it how you want. Be mad, whatever. It's up to you. But I need to tell you. So first of all, let me see. Hold on. Let me look at this. First, I want to thank my new members. KC Digital, 90, Satchmo, Marsh, JMJM, M, or the Marsh Jim M. I said it both ways, so I got to be right on one of them. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate your support and your patience. Now I'm gonna piggyback off my last video, and as I sit here, I'm analyzing. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with us, with our society. I'm trying to make sense of this shit, right? I see a lot of stuff that at first it didn't make sense. But now when I look at it at another angle, now I get it. Now I understand. Now it makes sense what they're doing. And after I just made the video from the first video I just made about the population control, thank you. Appreciate it. After I sat and reflected back over the content of the last video, the information that I gave y'all about, population control. They're trying to, there's too many people here in their minds. They've decided in their infinite wisdom that they have the power and the authority to determine how many people need to be on the earth. And they have come up with the conclusion that it's too many people here. And they get to decide who has to go and who can stay. Say, for instance, Bill Gates. Now, when he's saying we need to decrease the population, he's not including him in that number. All these people that are saying we need to decrease the population, I guarantee you they're not included in that number. It's us, the bottom level. In their minds, the peons. They can shed off some of us. We're expendable. I guarantee you that's what they mean. I guarantee you that's what they mean. So this is a call to unity for all of us down here at the bottom, us regular folks. You may be making six figures or whatever. You might have $1 million. You still at the bottom. You at the bottom. $1 million no money no more. I would love to have it, but you ain't set for life with $1 million unless you're like 90 years old and you got $1 million. Then you're good. But overall, you ain't set for life with $1 million. So if you ain't one of the Bill Gates of the world and the ruling powers, the government people that they done put in place to do their bidding, the politicians, or whatever, if you ain't one of them people, you need to listen up and listen to me carefully. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. You better be figuring out a way to survive on your own, or if not on your own, you need to be figuring out right now who your circle gonna be, who your clique gonna be, who your, got your back, who you gonna go in the foxhole with. You need to be figuring that out right now, because they after us. They're coming after us. Prime example of something that didn't make no sense to me. It probably don't make sense to a lot of y'all until you hear it this way. This government shutdown. No matter how many people out here talking about they're gonna starve, they're suffering, government workers can't get paid, people that depended on, who depended on SNAP, food stamps? Poor people, elderly people, disabled people. Now, at one time I was a sick, selfish, didn't give a damn about nobody else but myself type individual. So even though I'm not like that anymore, I've been delivered. I still remember the mindset and what a person like that thinks. I can always revert back to that person. I have to make a choice on a daily basis not to be that guy anymore. Not to be that guy that'll bust your head because something you said and I end up in prison or shot or dead. I have to make a decision every day, I ain't gonna do that. I can always, as they say, relapse back into old behavior. So it's a daily reprieve from my old ways. Keep that in mind while y'all be effing with me. So as a person who had that mindset at one time, the way I didn't care about nobody but myself, and I would do whatever I needed to do, remember I sold the CRACK. Somebody that would sell that shit, they truly don't care about nobody else. Because I can see the damage that was done, but I was desensitized to it. It didn't faze me because I didn't care about them and other people at the time. I only cared about what I wanted and was willing to get about any means necessary. You can judge me if you want to, I'm being truthful. I'm not like that anymore because there's been times after that where I was struggling, dead broke, and I wouldn't do it no more. Had the opportunity to do it. Like now I'd had chances where my truck broke down and the work ain't going and I know ways to go get money. Oh hell no, them days over with. So I've been changed. So you can judge me by my past, I don't care. That's between you and God. God and I already dealt with that with God, so I ain't worried about what y'all think. But my point is this. I know how somebody like that thinks. And I know they don't care about them elderly people that's not getting their benefits. The disabled veterans that's not getting their benefits. The federal workers that's not getting paid and they don't know how they're going to pay their bills and they getting behind on this and they worried. The children that are starving. The poor folks, I know that the people that are in charge, that have the ability to change all that, I know they don't care about them people. They don't care if they die. As a matter of fact, that's the intent. Listen to me. You people that dependent on your welfare, your food stamps, and your government housing or whatever, you better tighten up. They're after you. This is a plan. They're after you. As y'all coming online, talking about how you're starving, you're gonna die. They looking back saying, that's what we want. The plan is working. They want you to starve to death because they look at you as worthless. If you got some people that think they run the world, if you got some people that think they need to eliminate some people, if you got some people that think there's too many people on the earth, who you think they're gonna eliminate first? Them? Who they feel are contributing to society? You think they're gonna eliminate the people that they think are keeping society afloat? No. If you're gonna get rid of something, if you feel like you got, say, your clothes or in your house, your clothes, or you got too many clothes, you think. You got too many shoes. You need to get rid of some of them. Which clothes, which shoes are you going to get rid of if you got to get rid of some of them? You're not going to get rid of all of them. But you got to get rid of some because you got too many. You ain't got no room for all them clothes and shoes. Which ones you going to get rid of? The ones you don't wear the much. The ones that you don't care for. The ones that are not your top of the line. Not your best. You're not going to take your best clothes and shoes to the Salvation Army, to the Goodwill. You're going to take the ones you don't wear that much, that ain't serving no purpose no more to you. You don't wear them enough. They don't, So now, equate that to people. And the ruling elite, that feel like they need to eliminate some people from the earth. They're going to get rid of the people that they consider are expendable. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't contributing. You too old to contribute. You elderly. In their mind, you need to go and die off. So we figure y'all ain't dying fast enough for them. Too many ghetto babies. Too many poor-ass babies being born to poor-ass parents. You need to die. The parents that are poor and been on stamps and government assistance for generations, they look at you as a drain on society. You need to die. So what do? They cut off your lifeline. Like somebody in the hospital that's on life support. And they tell the family, hey, he can't live without life support. We remove if you take him off, he's gonna die. He's not gonna make it without life support. These people at the top have determined and have deemed that a lot of y'all ain't gonna make it without life support, which is your assistance from the government. They have decided and determined, because you have shown them that you ain't gonna never contribute to society. You're gonna always be on life support. You are never gonna get well in their minds. To you people that depend on welfare, food stamps, SNAP, whatever, you on this app crying all day long. We gonna starve. Millions of children gonna starve to death. They want y'all out of here. They have pulled the plug on you. They have removed the life support on purpose. It ain't the Democrats. It ain't the Republicans. It ain't Trump. It's all of them. It's the ruling elite. They want y'all ass dead. They want you to die. And I'm trying to warn you and wake you up that it's a possibility that shit might not ever come. I heard somebody say, man, the government ain't gonna never open back up till y'all die. Until they thin out the herd. Till they let some of them old folks die. They can't get their food. Till they let some of them disabled, they don't care about the veterans. Disabled, they pretend that for sure. We love our veterans. No, you don't. You look at them as a drain on society. You're not contributing to them. The elderly, you old folks, y'all ain't contributing to Bill Gates and them folks. Y'all in the way. You need to die. That's what they're doing with this shutdown. They want y'all ass out of here. And I'm warning you, you better get it together. You better get yourself into a position where you ain't dependent on them for your survival. Because anybody that's dependent on them for their survival, they want you out of here because you in the way. You're not producing. They're thinning out the herd, getting rid of the sick, the feeble, in their minds, the worthless. If you've been getting food stamps and and Section 8, all that shit, generation after generation, they consider you and your bloodline worthless, and y'all need to die. And and you ain't dying fast enough. They put you in an environment where they hope that you would kill each other off. Even though we're killing each other at a rapid pace, we ain't killing each other fast enough. So now they're speeding up the process. Remove the food. Remove their needs, their necessities. Make them start going off even more. When the crime increase, when the killing increase, when the robbing increase, who's gonna be affected the most? The same people that need it the most, the poor folks. They somewhere ducked off in safety. And we gonna be out here taking to the streets, acting our ass because we starving and hungry. Not we, y'all. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me explain it to you again. If you've been dependent on the government to take care of you all your life, whether you're an old person, through no fault of your own, you just got old. To them, you like the old lion. Have you ever seen what happened to old lions in the jungle? They kill them. The younger lions attack them and kill them. Or, what you call it when they banish them. The old lion got to go off to somewhere by himself and just die alone. That's what they do to the old lion that can no longer fend for himself. The old lion is forced out. They either kill him or run him off somewhere where he got to go die by himself. Because he no longer serve a purpose because he's too old to produce. He got to go. That's life, that's nature, that's the jungle. We animals. So to your old folks, you're just an old lion they're trying to push off into the pasture to die. They no longer want to try to keep you alive around here, and you ain't contributing. You just some old person. You done lived your better days. They have no more use for you. So they removed, this is what just happened to you. They just removed your life support. To the disabled veterans, you can't fight for the country no more. You wounded. All you doing now, to them in their mind, they don't look at the fact that you earned that. They look at the fact that they think like we just taken care of. Look at him, got a leg cut off, got his arm blowed off. They don't care nothing about that. All they see is you can't produce no more. So put you over there with the ones that need to be eliminated first. The elderly that ain't producing. The disabled that ain't producing. The handicapped that ain't producing in their minds. The poor babies in the ghetto. Y'all ain't gonna never be prisoners, future prisoners. That's all they see you as, you ghetto babies. Future prisoners. Put them over there too. And the parents that are having them, put them over there too. Any of y'all that's depending on this government stuff that's out here crying, you on the chopping block first. That's what's happening. That's the purpose of the government shutdown. Y'all sitting out here arguing, got them folks still got a divided thing. The Democrat report, the Democrat shutdown, the Republican shutdown. No, it's the global elitist shutdown. They're trying to kill y'all. They're coming for the rest of they're gonna go in levels, but they're starting with the sickest of the crew. The weakest. They're eliminating the weakest first. The ones who can't fend for themselves or refuse to. You can, but you refuse to because you're mentally crippled. You gotta go. That's what's happening to y'all. While y'all crying about them stamps being cut off and you're blaming the racist Trump. It ain't the racist Trump. It's the whole system. It's population control. It's too many of y'all. It's too many of us in their mind. Too many people on earth. They starting with y'all first. The experiment, the purge has begun. It's a purge of poor people. It's a purge of the worthless, the useless. Y'all been labeled worthless and useless. You serve no purpose here on earth. You got to go. All you do is give me something. Give me, in their minds, that's what they see you as. Nothing more, nothing less. Expendable. A dredge on society. Food stamps, welfare, Section 8, you ain't contributing, you're draining. So you got to go. They look at you as causing life to be more difficult for everybody else that's contributing. Non-tax paying, non-contributing, gotta be taken care of. Bye. Cold, ain't it? It's a cold world. I need to let the top back up. It's cold out here, baby. Great-great-grandma, they don't care nothing about you. To the disabled veteran that got a leg blowed off over in Iraq somewhere, they don't care nothing about you. Government workers, they don't care nothing about you. To the ghetto baby, they don't care nothing about you. To the ghetto parent, Keisha, Pookie, Ray Ray, y'all time is up. Did you hear the fat lady singing? She's singing, baby. It's over. Your time is up. The life as you've known it is over. You either gonna contribute or you gotta die. You gotta go. If you can't feed yourself, they finna starve you to death because they might bring it back when they feel like enough of y'all have died and suffered. Or they feel like they've taught you a lesson to make you get off your ass and go contribute to society. They might bring it back then. They ain't no end in sight to this government shutdown, ladies and gentlemen. Have y'all noticed that? They ain't even talking. Their minds already made up. Until I see some progress, enough of y'all done died, or enough of y'all have decided, I gotta go to work, man. I got to contribute. I can't depend on these folks no more to take care of me. I got to take care of myself. Until you reach that point, you're the first they're coming after to thin out the herd of the people that need to die. But in their mind, there are billions of us that need to die. But they got to start somewhere. They can't get rid of billions at the same time. So they're starting in levels. There's levels to it. Levels to this purge. This is the first phase of the purge. The elderly, the poor, the babies, the sick. Y'all. The ghetto. That's what's happening. That's what we're dealing with. So I warn y'all better figure out a way. If you're on that shit, if you're dependent on them folks, you better figure out a way to get off of it. You better figure out a way to take care of yourself. Not just them, everybody. I hope I opened your eyes. I hope I gave you a new way to look at this. Because this is true. This is what's happening. It's the purge, baby. The purge has begun. And it's starting with the poor, the helpless, the needy, the elderly. They don't care about none of y'all. Y'all got to die. Get it, got it good. Bye.